Um, Hi class, my topic is social media harmful? Um, do you ever find yourself scrolling for hours on social media, knowing you have assignments due soon, but you still procrastinate while staring at posts? Then reading comments that don't pertain to anything you got going on in your life? What if I told you that the time spent on social media can increase mental health issues that you didn't even know about, such as problematic social media use, or PSMU. PSMU is becoming more common. This condition has debates on its scientific label, which is also known as social media disorder. But for my presentation, we're going to say PSMU. According to Diana Mailey, a PharmD, a clinical associate professor at Lebanese International University, states in a 2020 article called Perspectives in Psychiatric Care, Wiley, her and other colleagues performed a study which consisted of 466 adults in 2019. This study was to examine an association with PSMU against depression, anxiety, and insomnia. So, depression with PSMU was significantly increased in the duration spent using electronic devices, leading to a decrease in interpersonal communication. These relations are considered of lesser quality than everyday face-to-face communication and are associated with higher levels of loneliness. It was also highlighted that insomnia was also increased with higher depression due to sleep disturbances, longer periods to fall asleep, and shorter sleeping hours. Insomnia can be found to be induced by the frequent use of social media, which can alter the secretion rate of melatonin, the hormone responsible for sleep. Insomnia due to PSMU was compared to studies done with the addictive stimulant called nicotine, which is found in cigarettes. Causes alertness and subsequently promotes insomnia. Along with PSMU, there's an increase with anxieties. The longer periods of social media use affects face-to-face interactions, contributes to poor communication skills, and decreases the individual's attention span. In addition, over-reliance on social media is associated with reduced creativity and underestimation of intellectual ability. For example, a person who suffers from financial crisis can have increased anxiety, depression, and insomnia. This is a comparison of what overindulgence of social media can cause. To determine if social media is beneficial or harmful would be a great argument, but for now, I'll be sharing with you what could be harmful. Like, for instance, the amount of time spent on social media can increase these harmful mental outcomes, like I said, depression, anxiety, insomnia, as well as other harmful factors such as exploitation, cyberbullying, online shaming, and social media addiction. According to Lauren Larson's psychological research on the relationship with social media addiction and social behavior, that social media, RSM, comprises a range of addictive tendencies, including fixation, compulsive use, mood adjustment, tolerance, and withdrawal. Lauren also states that SM has become the social standard for communication among young adults. Researchers say people are turning to social media as an alternative form of communication that is more removed and easier to control than in-person interactions, such as communication apprehension, which is the state or trait like anxiety an individual experiences when faced with or when anticipating communication, leading to increased social anxieties. Social media is replacing in-person interaction, which also has four reactions: avoidance, withdrawal, disruption, and over-communication. So solutions. Having social media is great in moderation. How to determine that is up to you. Even that is tricky to determine because it is for me. I still find myself on social media more than I should be. If it's an addiction or problem, I'm not going to tell you guys that. But for now, increasing one's moral sensitivity and moral awareness, such as Zayuji's 2020 research article called Social Media Reduce Users' Moral Sensitivity, Online Shaming as a Possible Consequence. This study enriches the literature on the consequences and reduction of moral sensitivity that has behavioral consequences for online shaming. So identifying moral recognition and noticing one's own values can be beneficial for cyberbullying and online shaming. So, what is the forecast? Limitation of use could be beneficial to one's mental health, also increase one's moral sensitivity by having more face-to-face interactions. Examine or self-reflect if you find yourself feeling any symptoms of PSMU disorder. Take a break. And what are steps to take for change? Having acceptance. To notice we all have problematic social media use. Maybe. Possibly notice our own values and how we can contribute to cyberbullying and online shaming. Overall, reaching out for help if you notice any signs of depression, anxiety, and insomnia. Because these are serious mental health issues that can disrupt our everyday routines.